I'm Pradeep Sukumaran from Open Silicon. I work as a senior solutions architect, and at Open Silicon, I'm responsible for driving the IoT platform strategy. So we started this initiative a couple of quarters back, and that's when we went out and met our customers, our IP vendors, and the ecosystem to try and understand what it takes for an ASIC that is going to be on the edge of the IoT network. So in those discussions, we came across two important points that we need to consider as an ASIC supplier. One is low power and the other is security. So as a market, we are looking at industrial IoT. And in this program, what we've done as the initial phase is to build an end-to-end system which comprises of the IoT edge devices, the gateway, and the cloud platform. So these are the three basic components that you would find in an industrial IoT setup. And within the IoT edge device, where our focus is right now on, we're looking at three major components again. One is the sensors, the other is the microcontroller or the processing unit, and the third is the communication module. So all these three components come together to make the edge device functional. And to address the ultra low power requirements of the industrial IoT ASICs, we have to look at low power management at two levels. One is at the SoC and the other is at the processing engine level. So we are looking at devices that may require a CPU kind of processor or a DSP kind of processor. And we've come across customers who require a fair amount of signal processing to be done at the edge device. And this is where we feel a DSP architecture would be very relevant in terms of low power. So we started talking to Cadence, our IP partner, and we found that the Tensilica Fusion DSP could be a good start point for such devices. And we also partnered with them on their design IPs like I2C, SPI, UART. And we started integrating those IPs, and we created a DSP subsystem which could be connected to sensor modules as well as communication modules. And the fact that the DSP can be used for sensor fusion algorithms and also for accelerating some baseband communication protocols, we think that this would be a very good solution for meeting the low power requirements of our customers. To address the other requirement of a customer base, which is security, which needs to be enabled at the edge device itself, we integrated some of the hardware IPs for security and also some of the security software at the edge device itself. Now that takes care of some of the requirements of the security in terms of some of the use cases that we are trying to address here, like secure boot, being able to do over-the-air firmware upgrades, which if you think of is something that is coming in from the mobile space, where you have your mobile devices getting all the firmware upgrades. Now these sensor devices, and there are going to be millions of them remotely, and you need to be able to access them and do a field upgrade, right? And you need to be able to do that in a secure fashion. So to be able to address such requirements, we need to have security functions within the edge device itself. And some of the data communications also need to be secure. So in those cases, the security has to be considered right at the MAC level itself in some cases. And this is where we feel that some of the signal processing features of a DSP can be very useful to address the security functions. So after we implemented this end-to-end IoT demonstration platform with the Tensilica-based subsystem as the edge device, we started looking at ways to improve the performance and lower the power profile. So that's when we've started looking at the Tensilica extensions, which basically allows us to create custom instructions. So we're going out there, talking to customers, trying to identify which of those functions can be implemented as custom instructions, and also be able to create a separate unique core which could be very specific for an application or to a customer. So this is what we have started out doing, and we will be partnering on this with Cadence, and we're very excited about this. And there will be more updates from Open Silicon on this IoT platform based around Tensilica DSP, so please stay tuned.